So, part 2. We left with Oma and her friend, who she grew up on Long Island with, Anne Murray. They traveled together quite a bit after Opa Dalton died. This is after coming back on the train from Quebec City. And they had a marvelous time and were lifelong friends. And they really were simply fantastic friends. This was a camp that a friend of mine worked at south of Plattsburgh. This is the All-Star Game in Montreal, 1982. This is a trip to a National Burn Association meeting in Orlando, Florida, with colleagues from the North Carolina J.C. Burns Center. These were some of the finest people I ever worked with in my life. This is your dad getting his medal for winning the 5-kilometer race that was run there. I ran 17 minutes or so for that race. This again at the top is the director of the Burn Center with my colleagues. This is Oma Dalton at the Asheville Zoo in North Carolina. This was 1986. This is a colleague of mine who is a physical therapist who I used to run with a lot. This is Disney World. I think you know what that's about. And this is a picture of Kit's 2 stepchildren in front of our house in Madrid in 1983. Again, Oma at the Asheville Zoo. She had a wonderful time. These were young people at the burn camp, or I'm sorry, the camp for blind kids where I worked the summer after college. This is me at Princeton University on a bike trip from North Carolina to Boston prior to finishing my studies. Squirrels in Natick, Massachusetts. Colleagues at Dartmouth. More squirrels in Natick. This is the blind camp in Hardwick, Vermont, where I worked after I finished up college. Very fascinating experience. These are my colleagues from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, 1986. All right, go Heels! Home of Michael Jordan. And there's Kathy Hoyt, one of my favorite colleagues, and there's Papa on the phone, probably trying to get a hold of a doctor for whatever. So anyways, just a wonderful spot. Scenes from Pat's house. That was Thanksgiving, 1987 or so. More pictures of Thanksgiving. Papa throwing jarts, which was a dangerous sport, but hey, what the heck, it was fun. And then this is also that same Thanksgiving. There's your lovely mother next to Claire. And here's Germany. These are my colleagues in Cologne. Very nice people. Had a very nice experience. There's Dr. Diekman and Dr. Puller at the Christmas party. More pictures from the Christmas party. Dr. Diekman. Dr. Gunter, who studied at Johns Hopkins University. A very nice photograph back to Thanksgiving. I think there's a family reunion actually. That's me with Oma Dalton at Uncle Pat's house and Aunt Linda's house. And again, this is the Gemeinschaft practice in Köln am Neumarkt, the cardiology practice in Cologne, where I work. That is Dr. Pooler, just a tremendous cardiologist. This is where we used to do an exercise stress test. That's the reception area. There's your dad at work at the Gemeinschaft practice in Cologne, 1991. There's Papa in London with Ralph, and he was interviewing the Prince of Yugoslavia, and that's him there. This is the family reunion in 1992 or 93 at Uncle Brian's house. There's Uncle Brian with Opa and Muti. And guess who was the champion of ping pong? Your grandfather. And he was competing against Muti there. It was a hard-fought battle, but Opa won. And this is a hike in the Adirondacks with Uncle David back in 1991. More pictures from the Gemeinschaft practice. That's Dr. Gunther and colleagues. Dr. Gunther again. These are funny pictures. Normally you should not defibrillate somebody who's healthy, but this is the wife of Dr. Fuller, who I was willingly going to defibrillate. Anyways, very nice people. Here's the family picture. That is 1992 at Uncle Brian's house. Nick, Opa Dalton, Muti, Uncle Brian, Sean, Uncle Peter, looks like Pat, myself, Aunt Susan, up front is Mark, and Uncle Kevin, looks like Tim, Megan, Alicia, Adam, and Aunt Linda. This is the Halloween party in This is Cologne Ports, the first apartment we had in Germany. That was a lot of fun, and a lot of friends came, and we had a good time. More pictures from the Halloween party. There's Jeanette. Jeanette, of course, was my German teacher. Rainer and Helmir, who's from Singapore. And we went all out, and this is a neat picture with the shadow of Happy Halloween on the wall. And on the inside, more pictures of the Halloween party. And there's Oma and Opa with Muti. We were taking a walk in Bonn. There's your beautiful mother, Deanna. And Papa tried out baseball for the Cologne Cardinals. There I am pitching. I won't go into statistics because I don't believe we're too great. I think my grade point average was better. So anyways, but it was fun. So, we're winding up here. There's Papa practicing baseball in the apartment. And there's a picture of Dad in 1991. The painting in the background is from your grandma. A graduation project. So, that is pretty much it. Just wanted to wish you kind of the best with absorbing all this information and memories. And if you have any questions, we can go into more detail at any time, okay? You guys have a great night, and we'll be in touch. Cheers. Bye-bye.